know.
200 billion to Quebec alone. 700 billion.
Oh my.
Overall, 200 billion to Quebec alone. Hey, Quebec, go get a job, you bums. Get your own money. And I'll tell you what else. That doesn't go to the citizens of Quebec. It doesn't. And we've had people. My brother was telling me he lived on White Ave for a while there, just off White Ave in the city of Edmonton, which is on my chroma key screen behind me. He said that he knew people that came from Quebec to Edmonton, and they would trash talk Edmonton like, "You guys here, you do not know how to live. Your city is a dump.
Yeah.
You don't do anything right. You are not like Quebec, right?" And it's like, yeah, we're paying for that standard of life that you have there, so you better shut your mouth, Frenchie.
Don't get me started. I got so many Quebec stories, Mike. Just honestly, the disrespect, and I don't want to broad brush stroke stuff, but I mean, right down to customs agents, to people in the restaurants, to customer service. I'm just telling you, Quebec has a little bit of a reputation in that way.
Quebec-utation.
Yeah, just call it arrogant. Okay, I'm not going to broad brush, but they do have a reputation, and I've seen them. I've had dozens of situations where, they just do. They either sound arrogant or think they know it all, and we know that Quebec is wealthy unto itself. Hydroelectric alone, and I'm not a wonk, but hydroelectric alone and in the mineral resources and stuff, if Quebec can't stand on its own 2 feet, I don't understand it. But again, now you're getting back to my 1970s Quebec kind of conversation. But yes, indeed. This, Mike, is a conversation for Albertans and Alberta voters. Anyone from Quebec, if they don't vote in Alberta elections or referendums, they're not invited to this conversation. It's just opinion on their part.
Fair enough.
So I really do believe there's a lot of truth to this. And I'm telling you what, I'll just go out and say it. I say, East Coast, there is an East Coast bias. God love them. I mean, a lot of my friends are on the East Coast still. There's an East Coast bias. They literally laugh, Mike, and scoff at the concept of Alberta becoming the 51st state. That'll never happen. That can't happen. They need us too much.
I had a Rebel News reporter do that to me. David Menzies with Rebel News laughed at me and said, "Oh, that'll never happen." It's like, go back to Ontario and wear your blonde wig there on Tucker Carlson.